Welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified Doctor of Naturopathy, Dr. Stephen Cabral, shares with you exactly how you can reverse aging, take back your health, and live a life full of energy and passion, with new 20-minute episodes every single day to keep you healthy and engaged. Now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. We're going to dive right into part 2 of our Cabral House Calls. Hopefully, you've been listening now for years to the Cabral Concept. If you have, you know that each and every weekend we go through about a half a dozen community questions on both Saturday and Sunday, so about a dozen total for the weekend. And love being able to see what the community is talking about, what they might be struggling with in terms of their health, their wellness, their weight, their anti-aging protocols, whatever it might be. It's my goal just to do whatever I can in any way that I can to help relieve a little bit of that suffering. And so I just know that as a natural health-based practitioner, that a true practitioner never believes that they heal another individual. What their job is to put their body in position to heal. So I try to just share with people, what might the deficiencies be? What might the toxicities be? Meaning, like, what do you have too much of in your body? What do you have too little of? How can we find that out? What do we think that it is? And that's what I want to share with you, because if we can do that and we can give your body back the deficiencies that it may have, give back that surplus, filling up your vital reserves, and then helping to decrease those toxicities like heavy metals and parasites that we talked about in yesterday's show, well, the body then knows how to heal. Right? It's always known how to heal. We just need to put it in position to heal. All right. So let's dive in now. Let's see what people are asking for questions. The first question, as I open up this document, I can see is from Lara. Lara says, "Hi, I've been wondering, are coconut aminos healthy? How about black salt and black garlic? Thank you." Okay. 3 questions in one. So let's see if we can rapid fire these out. So coconut aminos, well, coconut aminos, to my knowledge, is just coconut sap, like literally coconut sap mixed with salt. That's basically it. So you're getting a lower sodium, non-MSG version of like a soy sauce or maybe a tamari sauce. So I don't love a lot of those products in general. I will say that. However, I believe that out of those, coconut aminos are the healthier version. All right. Black salt. Black salt can be healthy for you if it is a natural black salt. Let me qualify that. So there are black salts that are natural from the iron that can be in it and the additional sulfur from the earth, a lot of times near volcanic-based soils. You can definitely get a natural black salt. So yes, but some black salts are created by mixing charcoal with the black salt. I'm not the biggest advocate of that, like consuming charcoal if you don't need to. Now, if you're using charcoal as a binder of some type, that's a bit of a different story. All right. And then black garlic. Talked about this before too on the podcast, and I think you'll be able to search it at stephencabral.com/podcast. Black garlic can be absolutely fantastic for you, so I'm not necessarily against it whatsoever. It's typically cooked, it's typically or fermented. It can be very powerful in antioxidants. So I'm really not against any of those if they're all natural. All right. So hopefully that was helpful. All right, Anonymous is up next. It says, "Hi, Dr. Ball. I've been working on healing my body for the past year, and I've noticed major improvements. I'm a vata-pitta body type, and I've realized that most of my issues were due to low hydrochloric acid in my stomach and lectin sensitivity, leading to poor digestion and poor assimilation of nutrients, which led me to have immune system imbalances as well as impaired detoxification. I've been working on healing my gut with the CBO protocol and the CBO finisher and improving my digestion. However, I'm still struggling with detoxification. I'm really sensitive to herbs and other salicylates, and so far I haven't found anything that helps. I've worked on getting in more phase 1, phase 2 detox nutrients. I also tried glycine to improve glycation pathways, but it has made me super depressed and fatigued. What can I do?" Yeah, we've had so many people in our practice just like you. Totally get it, totally understand. And your ability to translate what was wrong for you was excellent. So super happy to hear that. I don't know if you're a part of IHP, the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute. If not, we'd love to have you. You should probably get into health coaching because I think you'd be able to help a lot of people. So that would be amazing. So, okay, let's dive right in. So you can work on daily detox on a daily basis in a few ways. So you can simply support your natural detox by taking in good fiber, 35 plus grams a day, enough water, right? And also sweating. So those are like 3 easy ways to do it. All right. Then the next way is you can use the daily nutritional support, which has phase 1, phase 2 in there, but then you can add more specific phase 2 support with a product called daily detox support. So daily detox support are actually capsules like the FM detox that you can use on a daily basis that are not as strong. You're not using 4, you're using 2. That will actually help with this. And for someone that's very sensitive, you can open up a capsule and just do a half a capsule at first in your smoothie. You can just dump it right in your smoothie. And then if that works fine, okay, a week later, use the full capsule and dump it into your smoothie. Or just take the capsule. And if that works fine, then add another half. So now you're at 1.5, and then eventually you might go to 2. All right, so that's an easy way to do it. Let's see if I can help in any other way. That may have been what you're asking. Make sure you're getting in good omega-3s on a daily basis. Yeah, I think that's and the glycine. This happens to a lot of people. A lot of people do not do well with high dose glycine. They just don't. And that's oftentimes because they need more vitamin B6, more zinc, more copper, and more magnesium. So just make sure you have good levels of those before you introduce glycine. And if you do decide to introduce glycine again, start at a very small dosage and work your way up. All right. Lindsay's up next. Hi, Dr. Cabral. Let's take this from the top again. Hi, Dr. Cabral. Can a metabolism that has suffered from binge eating disorder, a lot of extreme sugar spikes and periods of normal consumption heal? Can insulin response ever return to normal if it is resistant now? The answer is yes and yes. You can heal, you will heal, and all of that can take place. It doesn't happen overnight because you need to repair the pancreas, okay? You need to repair its sensitivity to glucose and insulin and the response there, as well as the liver and other parts of the body that are very rarely talked about. So here's what can help. First, I would run the Big 5 if you're able to. I'd want to assess cortisol levels to make sure your body's not overly stressed. I'd want to assess thyroid. I'd want to look at your current levels of hormones. I'd want to look at anything that's going to spike inflammation in the body, like food sensitivities, heavy metals, imbalanced minerals. Like you don't just need to heal, let's just say the organs, like you need to give them the nutrients they need. So like chromium, right? Really important. Selenium. So we need these things for the body. There's a product called Daily Glucose Support. You could take 1 or 2 capsules at 2 to 3 meals per day, and that can help. Also, go for a walk for 15 to 20 minutes, just a regular walk after each meal if you can. That's going to help tremendously with what's called postprandial glucose levels, and try to get in 3 to 4 cardio days per week, just for 30 minutes. But that is what I've seen be able to really soak up a lot of that glucose too. Now, in terms of balancing the cell membrane, get enough good omega-3s per day, 7 to 10 servings of fruits and veggies each day. If you're dealing with glucose issues, mainly vegetables, the cruciferous-based ones. So I really write a lot about this in the Rain Barrel Effect, and I would love for you to get a copy. It's completely free at stephencabral.com. You just pay for shipping. It's about $7, $7.95. I pay for the book to be printed. It's about the same price. So that's what I try to do for people. If you can also purchase it on Amazon. If you purchased the book before, I would love for you to leave a review on Amazon. Every review helps. It really does. We very much appreciate that. And that's it. So that's going to give you a lot to get started with. All right. Katie's up next. I've been working with a functional medicine doctor for the past 5 months and I've not seen any improvements. I've had extreme bloating that is minor in the morning and worsens throughout the day, regardless of what I eat. I have type half daily bowel movements. Not sure exactly what that is. I have fatigue, low mood, headaches, mild acne, brain fog, occasionally dry skin on the eyelids and swollen eyelids, occasional rashes that are hot, itchy, and that last about 20 minutes on my feet, hands, elbows, ears, and nose. Stool and hair test results had shown dysbiosis bacteria, overgrowth with pathogenic bacteria, high mercury, low chromium, iodine, tried elimination diet, FODMAP, supplements haven't helped. Can you determine what's the best next step? Yeah, happy to help with this. So, and I don't want to make light of this at any time or any point. I just want you to know that. But we've seen now over 300,000 people in our practice, 300,000 literally. And so we see this so often. And it doesn't mean that we are better than anybody else. That's not what I'm saying here. But what it means is that we have a lot of experience of knowing what doesn't work and what does work. And so that's also why we guarantee our protocols. Almost nobody does that. So I'm guaranteeing you that you didn't do the CBO protocol with the CBO sensitive gut guide and then the CBO finisher. Like I'm guaranteeing that. And that's because you're not going to see those types of ongoing results. So what I just want to share with you is like, that's what I would do. If you've already done all the testing, if possible, I would work with an integrative health practitioner level 2, because you want to lower your mercury levels, right? You want to do that. But first I would start with the CBO. This is, again, I can't give you medical advice, medical treatment plans, medical cures, medical diagnosis. But if this was me, they didn't want to run any more tests, I would do the 21-day functional medicine detox. Then I would enjoy a flex meal. Then I would do the CBO protocol. 3 weeks, after 3 weeks, you can have a flex meal once a week. Then after I'm done with the CBO protocol, I would do the CBO finisher, and at the same time, do the heavy metal detox protocol to get rid of that the higher levels of mercury. That's what I would do. And we walk you through it step by step. You can find all of it at stevencabral.com/shop, and you can just find the products there. Just email in if you have any questions, support@equa.life. We're here to help. So just let us know. But I just want to give you the straight and simple answer. Like you've suffered long enough. We guarantee it works. Like that's the thing. We just guarantee it works. All right. Carrie's up next. Hi, Dr. Cabral. I was recently browsing your CBD products. I have psoriasis and have been told stress affects it, which I believe is true. Would CBD oil help with stress? Thanks so much. Yes. So we use CBD oil along with magnesium and oftentimes Adrenal Soothe, and some melatonin, liquid melatonin, with people with psoriasis. Now, we do that to lower stress because psoriasis is absolutely affected by stress. But we also need to look at gut function, because there's two main things that I've seen over and over with psoriasis. It's high levels of stress and leaky gut, intestinal permeability. So if you don't think it's heavy metals, then you don't need to run the big 5, but you might want to run the big 3 to see what's going on with the gut, and then use the de-stress products like CBD. Start at 25 milligrams if that's okay and it doesn't flare up the skin, then go to 50, and then you might work your way up to 100 milligrams per use. And you might do that once or twice a day. So if people don't know what CBD is, they can learn more about it, of course, on the Cabral Concept. And you can find the website that we offer organic, full spectrum cannabinoids. So the cleanest out there, no pesticides, none of that, at equilibriumcbd.com. Okay, let's do one more question. This one's from Duane, Duanne. Can you explain what someone should do if they have eczema inflammation on parts of the body? Thanks, Dr. Cabral. Okay, so I want you to go to stevencabral.com/podcasts, type in eczema, and you're going to be able to see exactly what we recommend, because it's different than psoriasis. Psoriasis is more autoimmune, where eczema is more food sensitivity and inflammation. So what we do is we typically use zinc, vitamin D3, vitamin C, magnesium, and then remove the food, and omega-3s if I didn't mention that. And then we remove the food sensitivities with eczema, which if you don't want to test, then at least eliminate for 3 weeks, minimum 3 weeks, eggs, soy, gluten, all gluten-based products and gums, and dairy, all dairy. And so even if you only eliminate those, you use the specific nutritional supplements that I talked about, that will resolve most cases. Again, we're not giving you medical cures, medical diagnosis, medical treatment plans, or anything like that, medical advice. But eczema is different than psoriasis. And then when in doubt, with both of those, you want to run the big 5 plus the stool test, or the big 3, which look at food sensitivities, bacteria and parasites, as well as candida yeast overgrowth. Okay. So hopefully that's helpful. We're always happy to help. If you ever want to do a health coaching consultation as well, it's always open to you. You can work with an integrative health practitioner at integrativehealthpractitioner.org. And we have no specific relationship with any of those coaches there. You can work with them directly, or you can work with our team over at equa.life/health-coaching. All right. And you'll be able to work with them there, or stevencabral.com, if that's easier to remember, /health-coaching. Hopefully this was helpful. Thanks everybody for tuning into today's show. I thank you. I appreciate you. And I'll be back tomorrow on our Mindset and Motivation Monday. Before you go, I wanted to ask you this question. What if I could teach you in just a couple of hours how to transform your thyroid, hormones, adrenal, cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar, weight loss, energy, mood, brain, pregnancy, anti-aging, or many other health-related issues? After 20 years in private practice, after seeing and overseeing 250,000 client appointments, I sincerely feel I have the real-world data and have found the answer you've been searching for. So what I've done is spent hundreds of hours of my own time refining what you need to know in order to uncover your underlying root cause health issues and then begin to rebalance the body and bring it back to a state of robust health and wellness. I'm going to teach you exactly what I do in my private practice so you can understand how you got here and now what you need to do in order to heal. You'll receive all of the important success checklists, protocols, and even ways to customize it to make the program fit your busy life. And you'll get all of this at a fraction of the price. Let me save you the time, money, energy, stress, and frustration of not knowing what to do next. Instead of reading dozens of books on the topic and seeing multiple practitioners, I will condense everything that you need to know in just a few hours of video tutorials that you can watch and listen to anywhere. Together, we will make this healing process an enjoyable one that you can take with you for the rest of your life. I wish you all of the best of health and happiness, and I hope to be able to guide you on your healing journey through my health results accelerators. Simply choose the health imbalance you're currently suffering from, and by the end of today, you'll know what went wrong and how to get well again. I guarantee it. For details, head over now to stephencabral.com/courses.